Hello. Good evening, morning, afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Who do we have in the house? Say hello if you're in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button, but only smash it an odd number of times. Because the last thing you want to do is hit it twice, and then you like it, and then you dislike it, and then we end up back at 0. So hit the like button 1 time, or 3 times, or 5 times, or 7 times, or 9 times, and we will begin. Kalechi, often the first person to comment. Welcome. Cons, welcome. Coco the Clown is in the house. Alina is here. Pikachu is here. Susie is here. Ed Balboa is here. Alexander Sawinkin is here. And so far no one else. Who else is here? I really need to figure out why my camera is like flickering more lately. It's very strange. It is odd. I don't know why it does it. And this microphone's also like in my way today. Okay, that's a little bit better. I couldn't move my hands. Water. Who else? Anna Ellens is here. Fudk About It. David Urban. Anna Ellens got here first this time. Oh, see, I see Kalechi as the first comment, not Anna Ellens as the first comment. What's going on with my shoulders? Shut up. It's just a thing I do. It's just a thing I do. I'm weird like that. I don't know why I do it. It's like I've got I just have like a need to stretch like constantly. Don't make me conscious about it, otherwise I do it more. It's weird. I do it when I'm like walking more often. When I'm just sat down, it's not so bad. It's strange. I think it's apparently it's stress related. Apparently I'm too stressed. There's got too much tension in my shoulders. I need a good massage. I need good physio. And then maybe it will all release. And I won't be doing it anymore, but I don't care. All is good. That's an alert. Is that a new all-time high on the NQ? No, it's not. It's a big dump on the NQ. Fair enough. Okay, there's something to discuss. Kind of waiting for this again, to be honest, on the Nasdaq. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a boring day. We'll cover the NQ in a bit, but this could be very interesting. If we are to get this moved down. So essentially, I may as well start here, as this is where the price action currently is. Let's go to electronic trading hours. Let's go 30-minute time frame. And let's turn on the TPO. So I got front run on a trade earlier. I wanted to go long from 18,752 on the NQ, and it never happened. I never got there. I got front run by a couple of dollars because it didn't quite dip into the zone that I wanted it to, which was essentially previous day point of control. All right, and then if you turn on the 15-minute, you had a nice little gap down. Actually, no, it wasn't even that. It was like the 5-minute. You had a nice little gap. See, chill little gap in there that hadn't really been tested. You had that low. And what you often want to see, this is the thing, like I like this stuff when trading the NQ, is you have an impulse, All right, a little bit of an impulse. Red candle, continuation, right? And then often you would want to see that come back and get taken, and you'd bid into this. But that didn't happen, so therefore, I was looking at this area as a point of interest on the chart, because it also had that point of control, volume and time points of control from yesterday. We came along, and again, we took that low, but not this one. We didn't hit into the gap. So this is something I'm still hoping to get today. I still think this needs to get sorted out. So it'll be interesting to see if this does happen. I mean, realistically, all we've done here is just fill this little imbalance on the chart, so you can see from where this dip is going. This is the only trade I did take, and that was profitable, that long. I didn't trade it all the way up to new all-time highs, but I did get some decent profit out of that. So where are we now? Little 15-minute. Again, you've got a similar kind of situation here on the NQ, where you just have, all right, impulse up. You have that first low, and it's just so higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and now it's come down and swept them. So let's see how this ends up. This little candle here. We do of course have FOMC minutes coming up soon, and then after FOMC minutes, or later on this evening, we've got Nvidia earnings. I'm going to see if this is related to Nvidia, because I did have a look on the options, and Nvidia is quite heavily swung towards calls right now. So I wonder if this is just a flush of those like call options, people just getting people to close out of those call options, and then maybe we get a move. No, it's not really dumping, is it? What's dumping? What's causing this on the Apple is Apple's got a nice little low here that it can take out. Tesla. Oh, everything's set up quite nicely for some longs. Surprisingly so. But yeah, Nvidia. Be interesting if it takes out that low. Big gap. Big old gappage. But yeah, overall, Nvidia looks really, really bullish, right? Positive earnings, and this is going to likely cause some nice squeeziness. But let's just go back to the NQ, and then let's look at crypto. Sorry, why am I saying sorry? Ooh! Oh no, I thought that was Bitcoin. Alright. Nothing going on here with Bitcoin. Kalechi says he commented at 11:58 a.m. today. That was probably before I even set up the stream. Anwilins, you're too quick, man. Nice massage in Chinatown, Piccadilly. Is that a legit massage, or is that one where it gets a little bit naughty? See you tomorrow. When are you seeing me tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? All right. Should I do some like TA stuff on Bitcoin? Is the happy shoulder massage? Nice. All right, Bitcoin recap. Time for Bitcoin recap. So, where we are, the pump from the other day came into second highest daily close, the closest untapped daily level that we've got, monthly level as well. When you look at the monthly time frame, okay, it makes sense, right? Are we gonna, a bullish engulfing candle after a bearish engulfing candle the previous month. Daily time frame, there's your daily. All right, and then you have your 886. So you're doing like, you're coming into it's top of the range, okay? We're at the top of the range. We're trying to hold here, establish some kind of value, and holding just outside value area high. So as long as we hold within this area, it's really very, very constructive and very, very bullish. I'd only start to look for downside if we close daily candles, maybe 4-hour candles back below 69. I think that's an important level, obviously. So we don't really want to be getting caught back inside that value area. But if it's holding here, all right, it's a newbie bull flag, right? That's what it is. We got a bull flag and then we're looking for higher. So it's been flagging. It looks like it's going higher. That is a very thick line. Let's make it thinner. Yeah, so it looks okay from a daily time frame. Looks healthy. 4-hour, same thing. Looks good here. Just chopping around. And we're expecting today to be very, very choppy. There goes the lows on the NQ. There we go. Okay. I'm going to long this. If I can find a reason to do it. Obviously, you don't want to just knife catch. You want to find something that gives you a reason to go long. But you know what? Fuck it. I am just going to knife catch. I am just going to knife catch. I don't care. I'm not traded today. I'm just gonna long it. It's been my plan the whole day, so I've been waiting for this. So why would I wait? Just gonna long it, see what happens. If it starts to look a little bit sketchy, then fine, but yeah. It had been the plan. That was previous day point of control. Done. Long. Long BTC could be a good play too here. Good shout. Could be a good shout. Long ETH could be a good shout. Long everything could be a good shout. I think we're going to find that this pumps in a bit. But let's take it easy. Like, I'm already long on Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. Check it. All right, if I want to set an invalidation for this, I don't know if that lows you. Let's see what kind of strength we can get. If we close back above that box I've just drawn, this is really good. And then I get to set a stop in profit. I'm already up like $370 on this trade. I think if we close back below here, I'm going to get out of it. But let's watch it. Nvidia news will be bullish for markets. Yeah, I expect so too. Just made 912 USD. Pikachu, very nice. What, a little scalp long on Bitcoin. I'm holding this for now. Oh, actually, I can take profit. I went in with... Ooh. Okay, cool. Let's bring this up. Pikachu, how's the crew? Might join back again. Well, if you just made $912, then you can buy yourself... Get yourself a lifetime membership, man. I'll give you we'll open up the lifetime membership. No, you can get yourself a nice yearly membership. That's one trade. Look, see? There you go. I'm never going to speak to you again if you don't, to be honest. Like... Go on, buy a lifetime right now. I don't know if the option's available. I think it's like, what, $9.99? I can make it available in a second. Bear with. But yeah, crew's going good. Crew is going very, very good. We are doing lots of live sessions. We're trading the legacy markets a lot more frequently right now. So almost like daily, like London session, New York session, pretty much every day. It's very, very good. This long's gone, by the way, I think now. It was a nice scalp. But you don't want to see that. Couldn't get through this. So far, just continuation downtrend. But it's still a nice area. But I would imagine this trade is probably on its way out. Unless I get kind of lucky here. I'm going to set an alert on this high. So basically, I kind of YOLO'd that a little bit just because. So I still have one of these Top Step X accounts since they had their offer. I'm just trading one of those as like a little combo at the moment. So it's not live funds that I'm trading with on this one. Alina, I rejoined the crew. Nice improvements in the Discord. Yeah, thank you. We're working on some big changes. It's just, it takes time. And we've refreshed the team. New energy, new life, new ideas. Give us hints on the changes. Okay, yeah, whilst the market's just doing a little bit of nothing, I can give you a quick tour of what we've got over there. So if there is anyone that's new to the channel, then please do go and check out tauruscrypto.com. I'm going to keep this page open just so I can see it. Go check out tauruscrypto.com, and there you can sign up to the crew. And within the membership, okay, so we've got myself sharing my market ideas every day. You'll know that I had the long position, so any trades that I take, there is an alert that goes ping straight to anyone who signs up for those alerts. So yeah, every trade, altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that gets alerted. We've got French Bull, the Elliott Wave Master. We've got Randall, legend. We got Cake, legend. Trading the NQ daily. So he did another live session this morning. Delirium, legend. Fugazi, legend. Scalp trader extraordinaire. Here's our trading chat. So again, it's been a bit of a quiet day today, hence why I posted this. But yeah, so we've got our trading chat, Bitcoin TA, legacy markets, nice P&L, good profit to be seen. I'm sure every now and again people post losses, but we don't make many losses over there. We got our learning zone, of course, so you can learn everything from divergences, MACD and RSI, CVD, TPO, footprint, all of this educational content is over there. And like I say, we do trading rooms every single day and live streams every single day on crypto, Nasdaq, and other stuff. Is Daniel joining? Who? Discord links. So, it's a private Discord. So if you would like to sign up, it is in the description. You can go to tauruscrypto.com. I can find the website here and I'll just walk you through the process. Mute? What? I'm not muted, I'm talking. I can hear myself. Yeah, so you can go to tauruscrypto.com, click on join the crew. Apologies for the big white screen that's going to come up. And then that will send you over to WOP, and then you can sign up that way. Oh my god, that's the wrong button. There you go. What do you not like about BTCC? I want to start trading stocks like NQ. What, do they have stocks? It's interesting. Yeah, I didn't feel that it was a very good exchange, but it might be better now. Paulius and Pikachu, I've covered this enough times, guys. What time is the news release? It is in 5 minutes. It's only FOMC minutes, so it's not like anything too major. But it will be interesting to see what happens regardless. And then once that's out the way, we do have some interesting earnings. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream the whole time. It depends if things pick up a little bit. If we get a little bit of volatility in a bit, then maybe. maybe. Waiting for the Reunite Luxury X Taurus collab. Yeah, like I said yesterday, door is always open. So the thing is, yeah, we've been Taurus has been like 3 years, and it's always been my baby. It's like my little personal brand. And that's how it's always been. And with people who have been here in the past and they want to do their own thing, and they go off and they establish themselves and create a following. And yeah, it's like if you were to go and I don't even know, yeah, but it's awesome. Like I'm honestly so happy to see. Because it's not just luxury, there's other people that have been part of the crew before that now have other groups and stuff as well, which I think is amazing. Like there's groups out there and stuff that is that are like really like, oh, you can't do your own thing, you just got to be like do what I say all the time. But for me, I consider the Taurus to be like my personal brand, and if someone has their own brand and they have their own thing, then like that's amazing. But we know loads of people that were students at the crew, people who are like have way more followers than me. Good old Jason Casper was a student of the crew. A student of the Taurus. Who else caught the scalp short? What scalp short, Cake? What, from highs? I took a little long here. Because we hit that BUSD point of control, which is what I wanted. Glyph, he was indeed. BTC, all right. What were you looking at on Bitcoin? I guess what? Take local highs, come back into, okay, yeah, I see ya. I see ya. In there. It's like an interview today. It's because when the markets are quiet, I have like nothing else to discuss. And I just chat to people. Anchored view app. All right, I gotcha. I gotcha. I understand. I guess we were also, like locally at least, poingy boingy. That'd be kind of bearish. Is it legal to sign up under your own ref link and save 50% in fees, lol? Yes, it is, because I do it. And then I save on fees, and then I also get because I give fee rebates as part of the ref link. So then I only make a saving on fees, but then I get a bounce back from the fees anyway. So if anyone if anyone would like to save on fees on the exchanges, on either WooX, Bybit, or Blowfin, then the links are there in the description below. And I would very much appreciate it if anyone would do that. It would make me happy. Is this? Oh, have we had the minutes? Is this it? We got a little dumpy. Are we still? Oh yeah, we are. So there you go. FOMC minutes have been released. Longed BTC even more. Yeah, I'm a little bit more interested in what Ethereum's doing right now, and I do kind of like this. What do you think of the Blowfin exchange? I think it's very good. I don't think the exchange interface itself is very good, but if you trade on like Teal Street or in Silico or something like that, then I do think that that's very good. I'm going to do a fresh chart on ETH here, because you know what? I've been really quite lazy with my ETH TA. I mean, it's been working, it's been fine, but I've been very lazy with my ETH TA lately. So it'd be interesting to see if there are any other levels that we need to be aware of. Sean, so Teal Street and in Silico is what I said. They're trading terminals. They're like API-based trading terminals. So if you trade on an exchange, the nice thing about these terminals is you can have like multiple accounts and you can have everything in one place, and then you can trade on the terminal itself, and it's just done via API. So you've got exchanges like Blowfin that have a really good API. The thing I don't like about Blowfin, and they're working on it, they have assured me they're working on it, is like just simple things like being able to drag and drop orders and stuff like that. They're not quite there with yet. So I would still trade it on, and like dropping a thingy, like a stop loss you can't do, so. Yeah. If someone uses it, like the thing is, I don't really care about the commissions. They're peanuts anyway. But yeah, if people trade on an API, then it's it does affect my own fee a little bit. There isn't really any more TA to do on Ethereum. It's just like blasted up like out of nowhere. So this is the long that was taken the other day, right? And I've anchored a VWAP to that low. Maybe let's anchor a VWAP to the low. And this is coming in down here. So if we do dump on Ethereum, like 3,400 is the level that I'm looking at. But right now it's just like, it's just holding this range. So these 4-hour highs, just holding for now, just, yeah, monthly level, holding for now. There's not really anything else to add. So if you do fixed range from here, we're going to be well outside of value. The nice thing about this zone here is it does take you back into that low volume node. So you got to see 3,400 hold. Otherwise, that's really quite bearish. But if it's holding here, it's very similar to Bitcoin, flagging and expecting higher. Yeah, and it's looking okay. It's looking okay. I'd be interested to see some of the order flow. Let's just check the NQ again. The minutes have been a bit of a nothingness. But it's still in the right area, okay? Cakezilla, see you later. Let's get that ETF official announcement. I hope so. It would be nice. It would be nice to get that. So there we go. We've just traded through the entirety of previous day value area on the Nasdaq. Every last bit of it. In one go. And it is so far another higher low. Pikachu, if you're in a 2 million long position, I very much hope you're trading under my under my own rev link. Or at least if you're on this stream, right? Set up an account. Yeah, set up an account right now, and any trades that you take whilst you're on this stream, it's got to be under my referral, and then you can make money. You can make me money. Even if you lose money, you can make me some money. Yeah, and if he gets liquidated, I make even more. So we can just all liquidate. We can just all liquidate Pikachu, and it'll be great. everyone market sell. No, you actually don't. I don't think you get a fee. I don't know, man. This stream's getting weird because this is what happens when there's not really much to talk about in the charts. I just chat shit. You know what? Pikachu reminds me of someone who I don't like. Obviously, Pikachu could be anyone, but I don't remember a Pikachu being in the crew. And Pikachu reminds me of someone, and it's someone that like I don't know, someone that owes me money for a bet that we made a while back, because they were always chatting in the comments. Maybe they've just changed their name. AZTV, dang, should have taken profit. Long from 60.3, but haven't TP'd yet. This is all cool. Like, this is fine. This is fine. Everything that's going on here is absolutely fine. Yeah, I've not taken profit on my longs. Like I've hedged short, and I have hedged shorts running. Yeah, all of this is fine. There's nothing wrong with the price action you're seeing here. So if you're like, yeah, I mean, it could take out these lows, and we'll see what happens then. But if we've just had FOMC minutes, there's not a lot. Like, okay, let's say Nvidia misses earnings, Nvidia dumps after market. Maybe that can cause something, but. I wouldn't add at 68. This is the problem with compounding, yeah? So if you're long from 60, adding at 68 doesn't make any sense to me, because that would be weakness, and we're still in this same zone in the chart. So I don't personally see any need to compound if you're in a long already within this zone. If a situation occurs where it comes down here, okay, and you can compound something that's from here to here, then that would make sense to me. But what you do by compounding at like 68 or something around here is then if you're long, that brings your average into a place where it could be under threat if something does happen. So here I just consider this to be fair game, and if you're in that trade, just don't act right now. I don't see a reason to act on any positions here, the same as I didn't see any reason to act on positions around here either. Who's calling me? Don't recognize that number. Yeah, you've got to look. Okay, so when compounding trades, you don't want to be doing it on like yeah, margin calling. Everything's gonna dump. Oh my god. Yeah, you don't want to be doing it on this. Like, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy on the trade. Wait for. Strange. Calling again. I don't recognize the number though, so I'm not going to answer it. Leave me a voicemail. If it's anyone that's in the chat and you've suddenly found my number, leave me a voicemail, then I'll listen to it. It's a mobile number as well. Like, I can understand, like... Strange. I don't know. Let me just keep my phone. If they ring a third time, then maybe I'll have to answer. Does anyone else get like I'm terrible at answering my phone. Like, I don't answer phone calls to. If I see a number I don't recognize, there is absolutely no way that I'm going to answer that phone. No chance. Is anyone else like that? I think I'm kind of weird. But yeah, like if I don't know your number and I don't know you, I don't know who you are, not a chance am I answering that call. So if you got to call me, leave a. I mean, I don't even answer calls from people I do know. I don't answer calls from people I do know either, to be honest. So yeah. Yeah, I generally don't respond to calls from numbers I know. Yeah, that's the same. I mean, anyone that knows me knows how just terrible I am at contacting like anybody. Hey, I have got a voicemail. It's quite a long voicemail. Wait a sec. I'm interested, but hold on. I'm just going off camera. Back in a second. Oh, I feel bad that I didn't answer now. So basically, before I was in crypto, right, I ran a recording studio. I was a sound engineer and I had a recording studio. And the website for that recording studio is still live because I can't remember the password to like my host, like the domain name. I can't remember the password in which to cancel the domain and take the website down. So I have I still have this live website for a recording studio in South London that I used to own like 3 years ago. And that was like some kid looking for work experience, basically. Looking for an internship for a recording studio. Oh man! I should just give him all of the gear. Like I still own like all the equipment from the studio. So maybe I should just like call him back and be like, hey, look, studio's not open anymore, but just have everything. Because the thing is, I need to it's all in storage at the moment and I can't be bothered to sell it. So maybe I'll just give him all the stuff. It's like some 16-year-old kid. Offer him a trading internship. No, I don't want to make him lose all his money, man. That would be a terrible idea. Hey, come and join me. Lose all your money. Become some I mean, you're already a kid that lives in your mum's basement probably, so I don't want to make things worse for you. Although, to be honest, those of you who are fans of luxury, ask him about his origins. He lived down the road from me. And actually, yeah, so maybe a trading internship would be very beneficial because hey, we've got good examples of how that can be very successful. Not another Andrew. No, it's just some kid that was like, hey, I really want to learn how to do recording and record vocals and stuff. Is there really nothing going to happen here? This is so boring, man. Should we look at some altcoins? Are there any altcoins that people want me to look at? Sean, sign me up. I will even clean bathrooms. I mean, if you can clean my bathroom after I've taken a massive dump in it, then you are hired. This is up what? Luna C. What? Oh shit. This is a long that I took on Luna Classic a while back and I totally didn't hold it for all of that. That's nice. Cardano, Wojak, Sand, Theta. Two votes for Theta. All right, let's have a look at Theta. Elena, I don't know why. Sand. Sandbox is an interesting one. Has that been moving? I can't see a reason why that would be a good trade, but I'll have a look at that in a minute. Theta. Get rid of these. Daily. Nvidia could be along now. We'll have a look at Nvidia in a minute. Just mark off a couple of levels on this. See what's looking interesting. I mean, Theta's an interesting one right now because you've got, it's one of these that's like split into, you've got a range that's almost split in two, and you can use that OB slightly as this. So these OBs have actually been really quite clean. Got another one down here. And then you've got a series of highs. Sure. What you would want to see, right now it's still trading at the highs of this particular range, but it looks like, I mean, if the market's going to be bullish, we're outside of value area, you've had enough, it's tested this like 3 times, getting a decent break. So with Theta, you'd say if you're looking for longs, then anything within this zone, and then basically being, you don't want to see a close. When you see like a high volume candle like that, and you get this impulse up, you don't want to end up coming back below it, right? You just do not want to see it. So if you're looking for that to come back into the other range, then you're aiming for some kind of pullback here. Whether or not that's going to happen, we don't know, because the whole market's just holding very, very steady at the moment. And these shallow retraces, more often than not, are all you're going to get. So you could be short from that high that was taken. I mean, it's equal highs. It didn't actually take out the highs, but it probably did on some exchanges. I'd find this really difficult to trade. I don't see a setup so much here. Yeah, I don't see much of a setup. And I think that goes for a lot of the market right now. It is just a waiting game. If you're long already, there's nothing that you need to do. I mean, you probably hit TP1 by taking out those highs. But if this is going to be bullish, then you're gonna get through these really quickly, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all very close together. So I'd say if you're long from somewhere within the lows of the range, it looks pretty good. You can certainly start placing your stops below here. I mean, that's where they'd be anyway. Take profit one's probably happened already. And then for everything else, you're looking at a move back up like $3.40. At least to take these ones, yeah? Those two highs look a bit more difficult. Ooh, Nasdaq. Yeah, Coco, basically on Nvidia, I'm looking for that low, the previous day low here. Or choose, that is previous day low. It is only a Wednesday, isn't it? Feels like we're quite late in the week. A lot's happened already this week. But yeah, if I was looking at anything on Nvidia, I'd be ideally wanting these lows to be taken. And Bitcoin's just hanging around, right? It's just hanging around. I have my long. I took a long yesterday from when we came into this view app. From here, still got it for now. It's all just like, But I'm long from lower anyway, so this is like just a little scalp. Well, I say it was just a little scalp, but it hasn't really moved since then. So it was supposed to just be a small trade, but I'm still holding it a day later. So whatever. But yeah, I'm long Bitcoin from much lower. This particular trade, I can show you. So this trade on Bitcoin is just on like a funded account, and we're like right by where it is. So yeah, meh. I don't know how this works. Yeah, this is the trade I took. So this is on a different contract though. Oh no, it isn't. No, yeah, 69386. So here. Funding is starting to get expensive last few days anyway. I mean, it's just gone back into neutral. And the thing is, like, all right, so funding doesn't really mean anything. Yeah? Funding's not important. Oh, shit, I just closed the chat. Where's it gone? Come back, chat. Pop out. There we go. Yeah, funding's a weird thing. Like, I don't get why people like place. You can place some attention, what am I saying? Some importance of it, but basically, funding is just. It's created with the difference between what spot price is doing and what perps price is doing. It doesn't matter like how many people are long, how many people are short. It's just the difference between spot and perp. So it's the same as looking at like a spot premium, which is what you see on this chart here. So for the past month or so, we'd had this spot premium and we'd had negative funding through a lot of that. Yeah, because the whole point of funding is it brings price, so it just levels price up. You don't want to have perpetual contracts being like vastly different to what the spot price is. And it's a similar thing to what we've seen on the ETF. So if you look at the ETF, every time there's been a premium or a discount within the ETF, you found that prices reverted back to that quite quickly. And then it just brings it back into balance. So the point of funding is just to keep things balanced. If you're in, if funding's quite high, it's actually bullish, but it's only when it gets to the real extremes is when you start to look at it. So if you to look at funding right now, there's no extremes going on. This is just normal. It's just very, very normal. Look, we're completely neutral with funding. There is a very, very, very slight premium on perps, but that's what you have, I'd say 80-90% of the time that you're trading, you have a very slight premium on perps. It's just very, very normal. So if we go back to the chart and have a look, then you can see the difference here. So you've got Coinbase 69,400, and you've got perpetuals. You've got Binance there 69,412, Bybit 69 was 440. So you're running about like $30-40 premium on perpetual contracts, as opposed to what the spot price is doing. On Woo, it's a lot closer. Look at that. On Woo, it's a lot closer. There's only about a $7 premium on Woo, which is interesting. But that's what funding is based around. It's just keeping that together. Minimizes those arbitrage opportunities and stuff like that. Keeps the market balanced. When it starts getting crazy is when you need to start paying attention, or whether you go quite deep into negative funding is when you need to start paying attention. And we did go quite deep into negative funding during these lows here, and you can see that by the premium that we had on spot. So perps just getting wrecked at this stage, right? Price on perpetual contracts dropping a lot lower than what the Coinbase price dropped to, and that just maintained throughout most of this. And this is very normal. It's only when you start seeing a perps premium that comes up here, funding rates that come up really high, that's when you start to get interested in it. The vast majority of what you see within the market will be kept between a relatively decent range, and that's all cool. That's all cool. It's all good. Very normal. What are all these drawings? Go to all these drawings. This was from my update earlier on. Oh my god, that's too many lines. But you see this, it's similar with Ethereum, right? So on ETH, and this was really interesting, you had a big spike up. And what happened with Ethereum on this big spike up, because it was like a 20% candle in a day, it chewed through a ton of sell limit orders, which created a massive spike in open interest, which is here. And then it just continued pushing and pushing and pushing. And whilst there was stop losses and liquidations happening on those shorts that had ended up opening up, there were new positions that are opening, trying to cover this, trying to fade it. And you just had this big move up in open interest. And then you had a relatively big spike here on perps, because obviously perps led the move higher. People wanted that exposure, but it's cooling off again. It's cooling off. All this is doing is just balancing things out. And when you have big moves like this, that are, you have these big impulses, just spending some time is the most healthy thing the market can do. So the most healthy thing that you can see right now is just price just remaining stable, just trading within a range. And what that allows for is for just the natural spot price to catch up to it. When you have these little dips, perps dip a little bit lower because they run some stop losses. Spot price doesn't get affected too much, and you just hold it, and then it gives chance for those VWAPs to build up. It gives chance for liquidity to build up. It gives chances for those moving averages to catch up with price, and that all helps with support. So it's forming a new base here, and this is what we saw on this previous one. You just form a new base. Little dips like this are fine, and then you'd expect to see continuation. I am still expecting to see continuation higher at this stage. The fact that it's holding, if we were going to drop, it probably would have happened already. And it's kind of the same as what I was saying when we were around here. Like, these little retraces are fine. The only slightly bearish thing you would say is it does look a lot, right? It does look a lot like what happened back here, yeah? Where you have that spike up, takes out the highs, and then you're just forming this range here. But this wasn't coming from a big impulse, right? This was like distribution. You'd had the rejection, you'd had a lower high, you come up, you spike into those highs. Whereas this is coming from a very, very different place within the market. So it's not really comparable, although it does look quite similar visually. Will we SFP the all-time high and make an advanced M top on the high time frame? So if you want to know my bias for what we see overall, it kind of is like that. I don't think it's going to be a very like quick and simple break all-time highs and then we're going for it. I think there's one more painful dump that we're going to have to endure before we go into real, like true price discovery. And this is if the ETF is announced and it goes live. So I do think if we get ETF approval, we're probably going to find that both Ethereum and Bitcoin go and they spike those highs and we hit new all-time highs. So with Ethereum, I'm looking at about 4,200. And then to retrace the move with Bitcoin, it's just taking out these highs. And it might not even get to that. Like I'm very interested in just taking these internal highs as well. I do think there's a bit more pain to come. But once that happens, I don't think these lows are getting taken. I think that's fine. And I think if you're long from down here, it's cool. But this is why I would not be compounding long positions here, because I do see the possibility that it comes down here. And if you're long from here and you're compounding here and you end up with an average entry here, that puts that in danger. So I'm very happy just to stick with what I got. And if we do come down here, I'm hedged. I'm ready to compound those positions. And then I think things look really good for higher afterwards. And that would create a lot of fear, right? Something like that would create a lot of fear within the market. People would think, oh my God, we've just like double topped like we did in the last bear market or the top of the last bull market. It's all over. But no, it holds and then it goes for it. And this would be reminiscent of what happened back, like something like this, okay, where you're coming and you move up, you take the highs again, you drop back down. We've seen this happen many, many times. But what it would remind me of is like this. So just before we went into like true price discovery above all-time high last time, there was the initial move up, the correction, comes up, takes highs, makes the higher low, and then it goes for it. Something along those lines is what I'd be looking for when we're here, yeah? And then with Ethereum, I'd like to see it take these highs, and I'd like to see a bit more. I'd like to see this whole candle just retraced. Because Ethereum just loves to fuck people like that. And again, I don't think those lows are in that much danger. I think it could hold a higher low. And people will get super bearish. They'll be aiming for these lows. There'll be shorts opening. And that's when you look for the new longs. But it's just an idea. It's something I would like to see. If the market plays out like this, then I think for myself, it would be relatively easy to trade that. Because it becomes very like psychological. You just got to hold your nerve. And I love trades like that. I love trades where you just got to hold your nerve and the whole market's freaking out. And you're just like, whatever, if I lose, I lose, I don't care. Like, we've come deep enough, don't care. And I've had a lot of trades like that. That's what caused the long on ETH from down here, right? When I was long ETH here. everyone was just taking the piss out of Ethereum. I was like, no, we're good guys. And then we go and pump. Your BTC entry taken back. Yeah, it's fine. If we're chopping around here, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Whatever's going on right now, this is like, we've been in the same range that we've been in for like the last day. I'm chill. Nvidia still could come a little bit lower. Nasdaq could be a similar thing, taking out those lows, previous day lows. But when you see a drop like this on, the problem we've had with crypto recently is it's lagged behind what the NQ is doing. So at this stage, if you don't get bullish earnings from Nvidia and it doesn't like send that up higher, even if it takes out the lows, that would start to get a little bit sketchy. Because it's lagging. Like crypto's been lagging behind. But the moves have been like bigger. But yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing to trade here. Nvidia might send front run the low. It would. Yeah, I mean that is something that could definitely happen. It would be very dirty. We've seen it before. I drank too much water on this stream. I'm just gonna go for a wee. Back in a sec. Wee. AZTV, I have BTC between two levels on my chart, 71.2 and 68.9 currently. Yeah. ETH BTC pair is just chilling as well. Oh my god. Is there anything moving? Like anything interesting happening? Are there any new contracts as well? I'll look for those later. Oh, I really hope JTO holds this. I I mean, I'm already in big profit. That's why the stop loss is like disappeared. There you go. But I want to go for that high. Bah. You think Nvidia daily low is in? Okay. GTO looks so similar to what it did previously. So similar. Oh, that looks nice. Stark. That looks nice. That's a nice looking chart. Is there a fast way to check new contracts? Yeah, so if you're like, if you want to make trading view lists, just use the, like, so you just go on here. So I have all of the contracts on Woo up. So you just go crypto, all sources, go down to the exchange you want to look at. For me, it's Woo. And then I want to look at swap. And then you just scroll through and you can just see anything that's new. And just add it to your watch list. There you go, this one's new, not. Anything else? This one, BBU, whatever that is. And that's it. Those are the only two new ones. I just do that every now and again. Whoa. This Starknet chart is looking really interesting. So basically, I just like that reaction after sweeping all-time lows. And you just corrected a lot of this and it's just holding. It's doing what a lot of other stuff is doing. So you've got a really low risk trade, but a lot of upside potential, right? So you don't need to be too picky with entries here, because you know your invalidation's down here. And you know that at the very least you're looking to explore into like this gap and start to trade some of this. So if you can get a better entry and bring it down here somewhere, great. And you can start to stack some confluence. A lot of stuff is just holding below these VWAPs. So there's a similar trade that I took on, what was it? Lena. This one I took earlier on today. So I'm in this trade and it's the same kind of thing, right? I just kind of like that pop and the fact that it's holding, and a lot of the market looks the same, but it's the upside that interests me, right? There's a lot of space here. There's a lot of space. So that looks really good. Alt, I'm long alt. That is another one I'm long on. So I'm in this trade as we speak. I just about survived that. So I actually went long alt here. Yeah. So I'm in this trade now. Let's find it. Alt. And I open that. Yeah, May the 16th. I'm 33.3% up. So yeah, May 16th, which was, yeah, it was here. So it was on this. So I liked that and where it was holding, just made it. I was convinced I was going to get stopped on this. But we didn't, and then it hit TP1. So happy days. TP1 is already done by taking out those highs. And yeah, now we're just looking for higher. And again, it's one of those trades that there's a lot of upside. Yeah. So you're looking for this as like the structure of it, but it could go. We go into alt season, a lot of upside. Yeah, and this is very similar to Stark. So Alt, Stark, whatever the other one. Notcoin is based on Toncoin. Many people relay on it. Relay or rely? If that's the case, then I don't like it. Ton, I think, I don't like it. I don't really know what it is. Nvidia moving. It is. It is. Therefore, I would imagine NQ is too. Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely like, see, you've just come into previous day open here. So, yeah. Pixel is similar. Pixel. That's one. Like, I wonder if this has that old position. Yeah. Check that out. The short that I should never have closed. Portal. Did I get stopped on that? I don't remember seeing a portal position. I must have been stopped. Yeah, I did get stopped on portal. Woo's another one. WooX is another that looks quite similar here. Woo. Where are you? You. There you go. Beeble. Nah, I don't like Beeble anymore. I took 2 trades on that and got wrecked both occasions. So that one can. Yeah. What is Beeble? Is that BB? No. Beam, Beeble. Where is it? I thought BBL. BBL. Have they got rid of the they've got rid of it. I'm sure that used to be on Woo. Yeah, look at that. That's shit. That's not a very nice looking chart. I mean, actually, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay, but no. no thanks. Not going back there again. It wrecked me so much that they've deleted it from WooX. Like, I tried to, like, I think I bought it like here or something, got stopped, and then tried again and got stopped again. And then I just gave up on it. Nah. No, thank you. Sigh. I want to see things with real clear structure. I don't think that's particularly clear. So on Sai, look. Like, upside is limited, okay? You've got a lot of shit to get through. So what I like to see, like with a ton of stuff, right? We've seen like moves that do this, and then we've had this like boof, and then it's just holding here, yeah. And then you've got like huge upside and minimal downside left. But like with something like this, that's quite a lot that it's got to get through. Look, this whole range is volume, and it increases and increases and increases and increases again. So not until you get past like 72 cents does this look like it's got some space to run into. Whereas the alternative, like what you're looking at with some other stuff, is like alt layer, for example. Look, once you're through that, yeah, it's like you got space to work with. So that's why this was a TP1. But beyond that, you've done the hard work, and you've just got space to run into at that stage. And it's the same. What was the other one? Stark. Yeah, you got space here. Okay, look at that. All of that that. Like you can just go, okay, cool, look, we get through this, and in a way it's already there. We get through that VWAP from this low, and then you can just run all the way up to like $1.90. Nothing to stop it. Nothing to stop it. Whereas some of this stuff, like Tau, for example, is another one that just looks maybe not quite ready. Actually, no, Tau looks pretty good. Tau looks pretty good. Just got to get through this VWAP, and then you got space to run into. But yeah, Psy, yeah, not for me. Yeah, because of this. Because of this. It's too much pressure. Psy could see something like this, right? So you could get entries, but it's got to go higher. It's got to prove itself some more. So if it can do this and go boof, and then hold here, looks great. But right now, not for me. AEG, hidden gem. Aether. Aether. Oh no, that's not the same Aether I'm in. I'm in Aether. Ether Games. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I mean, if this survives and can turn around here, then you got big 200%. How's the volume? Oh, you've got the volume's not too bad here, to be honest. Yeah, that could be a little gem there. I mean, even just to get back up here. Ether Games chart, dead project, good, low risk. Yeah, I mean, if it's not a dead project, then you're looking okay. The problem that this has is it shares its name with something that's coming along that's going to be a lot bigger. Although the one that's going to be a lot bigger is Aether. No, Aether, which would be the ATH ticker, which doesn't exist yet, but it's coming along soon. I don't think it exists yet. Ah, here we go. This is the one. Oh, what? When did this launch? A couple of days ago. That's a scam. That's a scam. That's not the right one. That is someone coming along and copycatting this because that's gone to zero. Ignore that. What is this? Up like 4,000% and then rugged. Not the same project. ETH BTC getting a bit of a move on. Bitcoin bouncing, ETH bouncing. Come on, guys. Start moving. Sui can go up from 1.06. Good for looking for. Sui! Let's have a look at Sui. It was Sai that I looked at a minute ago, wasn't it? Not Sui. So again, quick tip. 4-hour time frame. Start your TA from the 4-hour. Find the start of whatever range you're in. So check out, like, I just draw it from there. And this is just a place to start off with. And then you can start to figure out what kind of, yeah, where you can kind of be looking at for levels. This gives you something to work from. So you can see that this is the range it's working in. This is a bit like, this is that accumulation. Then you pop, and then you're coming back in and testing into that. So overall, this looks like good support. And again, you've got decent space here above. So you'd want to be like finding levels around there that you can use as confluence. And there already is stuff. So nothing too much on the monthly. You got weekly highs here. You got a weekly gap. So you can expand that out. Gap on the weekly. Extend that right. Go to the daily. That looks nice. You got a nice high volume candle coming down there. And then you can start to form a basis for a trade. This downtrend. So this high didn't actually take the lows, but it's not too bad. You've definitely gone into more of an uptrend here. What would be ideal for me, and this looks a bit cleaner on the daily, is like actually coming back down and just taking out that low. I think would just be really like ultimate, just like a decent trade, or it's got to push a bit more from here. But what you might end up seeing, and especially if the rest of the market, I don't think the opportunities are right now. I think we see a pullback over the next week or so. Yeah. So this hasn't been an overperformer. It's been a bit underperforming. So let's say the whole market pumps, right? And it comes up and takes this high. I think that sets you up for a really good trade, because if you're like looking at this as being like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of thing, it's not very clean, but I do think there's one more pullback to happen before everything starts sending it. And then you can look at something like this, and then you can aim for those longs. So I wouldn't be FOMOing into stuff now, especially not stuff that's been underperforming in this way. I think there's opportunities out there for stuff, and of course you can have some kind of exposure. But I do think there's opportunities lower, and this is like a really nice psychological level, $1. So I'm placing an alert down here. In fact, I've got an alert here. I'm going to move that up to here. Just above $1. I think that would look nice to me. If it makes another high first, comes back, takes this, and then you can get a trade that looks a bit like this. Right? Because at the moment there's just not a good enough risk to reward off of this from where it is right now, like here. I don't know if that's going to work out, but it might do. But I'd look at something like this. And I know that goes a little bit against what I'm saying, because I have taken these like leaner longs, but it just looks a bit different, right? You compare the two, and I think there's stuff that's showing some strength against other stuff, and then there's some stuff that's not quite there yet. What was it? Sui. Not quite there yet. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you might find that you can get along just to take out these highs. Hey Luke, for all time's sake, could you take a look at Drift? I'm in from 0. Wondering if profit taking is in order now. What is Drift? You're in from 0. Very nice. Drift protocol. Good man. Yeah. Nah, man, hold it. Hold it forever. Hold it forever. Never take profit and just wait for it to go back to 0. And then at least you've broken even. Like, I don't think there's anything you can do here. It's like, yeah. What Greg is saying is that he has a friend that gave him some free tokens, and he's saying, fuck you guys, I got free tokens on this shit. Or maybe he made it himself. Maybe this is Greg's project, in which case I hope it does go to 0 again, because he doesn't deserve money. He is actually the dev. That would be funny. Greg, if you are actually the dev, like, where's my free tokens? Is it ERC20? If it's ERC20, like TaurusCrypto.eth, drop me some tokens right now. Otherwise, I'm banning you forever. TaurusCrypto.eth. Send it my way. I mean, if you want the proper Ethereum address, everyone drop me some shitcoins. We can have, yeah, I hope it is ERC20. Let me just log in on here. Even if it's not, I'll send you a wallet address. Oh fuck. It's a major Sol Dex, Perodex. Alright, I'll send you my Phantom wallet. Drift was an airdrop. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let me see what it is. Drift. Drift protocol. App.drift.trade. Oh, right. Oh, this is quite nice. It's like an actual exchange. Interesting. You can now deposit Drift. Hold on. Let me get this up on here. This actually looks kind of cool, right? So Drift. Right. Pro mode. Let's get started. Is this gonna like? I'm. Yeah. Give me some free tokens, man. There you go. Give me tokens, give me tokens, give me tokens. I'm begging. I want Drift tokens. I want free Drift tokens. Give me some. Give me some. That looks bullish. That's a good chart. My Solana address is there. You can all see what shitcoins I've bought and sold and got wrecked on over the my little gambling Solana address. This is really bad because I bought oh man, I've got so much shit that's gone in and out of that wallet. So much stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to close the stream. We've still got, it's too much time to wait until this. Oh no, there's like an hour and a half left before we know the earnings. I was thinking that New York market closed at 8 UK, but it's not, it's at 9. So I'm not waiting over another hour for this. Let's see what happens with the ETH news. We probably get some ETH news tonight. That is what happened with Bitcoins. So we did have the announcement. It happened the night before it was due. But remember, Gary Gensler's Twitter account did get hacked last time. So I don't know if that was whether they had to announce it early because there was the hack and then they were like, okay, we're just going to push it out. But if it's going to start trading tomorrow, which it very well could do, then I would expect an announcement to happen tonight. So, yeah, it can happen. It can happen. So be aware. There's a fairly high probability that there is some kind of official or even unofficial announcement of the ETH ETF tonight. Ideal situation for me would to see a move up to spike highs on both Bitcoin and ETH. That's where you take profits, because tomorrow could get a bit sketchy. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Nvidia earnings could be exciting as well. If Nvidia earnings are bullish, that could be another catalyst that pushes things higher. But then when FOMO starts to kick in, it's when you take profit. But I don't think we're at that FOMO stage just yet. So yeah, thank you everybody. Let's see how this goes. I'll be around tomorrow. I might do another stream tomorrow. So have a great evening. Have a great rest of the day. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.